What is going on out there, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of K-Cards Baseball. Thanks for joining me here tonight on the K-Cards channel. Tonight, guys, we're doing another new release preview, and tonight it is 2025 Topps Archives Baseball. This product does go up for release this coming Friday on December 12th. So I wanted to get a final new release preview out to you guys. We do have pack odds as well as a full checklist for this particular product, and that is primarily what we're going to spend most of our time on, is the checklist as well as the pack odds for Topps Archives this year, since we actually do have those stats. Even though we don't have a formal odd sheet, they do have the pack odds listed on the checklist portion. So I thought it'd be a good idea to do the usual comparison between the 2024 release and the 2025 release of Topps Archives Baseball. There are some significant differences this year from last year. A few of those differences include, this year they do not have those lunchbox collector tins. I thought that those were actually pretty cool the last couple of years. I actually think I have one around here somewhere. If I can zoom out here a little bit so you can get a better idea. This is a look at the tin from 2 years ago. This is from 2023. This is a Hank Aaron tin, and as you see in an overlay, you will see the tin from last year. So they have gotten rid of the tins from the last couple of years and gone just with the usual hobby box and blaster boxes. They have also gotten rid of fat packs, but they have introduced this year something new. It is called the Costco bulk pack. I have no idea what those are. It looks to be the same as what I think what a fat pack would look like, but we'll just have to see once those actually do hit Costco. So that is kind of curious that they have an exclusive Costco release in Archives this year. We have actually seen that already this year. They did have super boxes of Series 2 at Costco that I saw the other day, and they did have Archives packs in that Series 2 super box. So that was kind of new and different to see. But we'll just have to see what those Costco bulk packs actually looks like once the release comes out. Here's a look at the cover for Archives. I'm not going to do a deep dive into the schematics of this product. I did make a video a few weeks ago kind of breaking down all the schematics of it, going into detail about the inserts and the parallels for the set, so I'm not going to rehash all that. We'll spend most of our time during this video going over the checklist as well as the pack odds spreadsheet that we'll talk about here in the end. But just to give you kind of an overview, 2025 Topps Archives Baseball reloads with another batch of Topps designs to highlight. This product did go up for pre-sale on November 11th, and it went up for pre-sale for hobby boxes at $129.99, which is the same price that was on pre-sale last year. So that price did not change from last year to this year. I don't know what the price is going to be on the release date. Typically, Topps does raise the price slightly on the actual release date, but we'll just have to see this coming Friday when this product does go up for sale on the Topps website. Normally, just so you guys know, normally Topps puts things up for pre-sale at noon Eastern Time, 11 o'clock Central. So if you're interested in getting in on the pre-sale for this product, I would go ahead and get onto the website pretty quickly on Friday just to make sure you get whatever kind of product or configuration that you guys want. It will sell out rather quickly, as every product does currently when it goes up for pre-sale on Topps website. I think I heard updates sold out in like a minute and a half on release date. Pretty crazy. And that is just the breakers going in there and buying up all the product. Unfortunately, that is kind of the environment we live in nowadays, where most of the product that does go up for sale on the website actually goes to the breakers first, and us dedicated loyal hobbyists have the slim pickings at the end, unfortunately. But it is what it is. That is just the nature of the hobby today. However, when I look at the checklist rundown on Checklist Insider, there is one interesting little factoid that I haven't seen before in this product, or any product for that matter. And it says right here, be on the lookout of magic boxes. And the magic boxes in hobby are 1 in every 117,463. And blasters are 1 in every 840,280. So I wouldn't imagine there won't be any more than probably 1 or 2, maybe 3 of those magic boxes in this particular release. That is pretty crazy. I don't know what these magic boxes are or what they're comprised of, We'll just have to see. Obviously, it would be just loaded mostly just with parallels, and that would be really cool. Can you imagine opening up a pack on a Magic Box of just nothing but parallels and autographs? That would be insane for sure. This year, the base parallel designs are from 1964, 1996, and 2005. If you're not familiar with the archive set design, every year they come out with 3 different set designs from previous years, kind of paying homage to their previous releases over the years. And this year they're going with 64, 96, and 2005. And this is a look at what the 2005 base card would actually look like of Nick Kurtz, and this would be his actual rookie card. And actually a pretty cool looking card. I actually do kind of like the 2005 set because it is a black border set, and I'm kind of a sucker for the black parallel sets that Topps has put out in the past, so that is why I kind of like the 2005 set. The 1971 set is my favorite set, as you guys probably know and I talked about quite a bit. Here are the pack odds for the parallels. I'll cover this during the actual spreadsheet because I do have a whole spreadsheet breaking down the comparisons from last year to this year as far as the parallel pack odds, so we'll take a look at that in here a little bit rather than diving into it at this particular point. The 2025 Topps Archives Baseball inserts also get in the throwbacks via multiple themed lines of the past. Fans can check in on the 60s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. So what they normally do is they pull inserts from previous years and put them into the archive set. So for example, in 1964, they did put out a stand-up set in the Topps product from 1964. So they are kind of bringing that back for archives this year. And that is one thing I really like that archives actually does. Pretty much every year they come up with an entirely different set of insert designs from one year to the next. They don't carry them over from last year to this year. Last year we had, like, for example, the new breed insert. They did have a own the game insert as well as an at the break insert. And these are pretty common inserts that you'll be able to pull pretty regularly in the product. So plan on seeing plenty of these particular inserts when you start ripping packs once the product actually does come out. I'll do a little bit of a breakdown on the spreadsheet of what the pack odds are of the inserts, but they don't really have any major rare inserts such as like a home field advantage or heavy lumber, for example. That is not the type of thing that you're going to see in archives at all. This is a really cool Shohei Ohtani All-Star card, and this is the same design that the All-Star cards came out in 2007. Really cool looking card here. They kind of zhuzh it up a little bit over the 2000 insert, and it kind of looks a whole lot better than that particular insert from 2007. So again, that is one thing I really like that they actually do in the archive set, is pay homage to the previous inserts that have come out in past years. The autograph details. The design variety continues in 2025 Topps Archives Baseball checklist thanks to fan favorite autographs. And here's a Hanley Ramirez fan favorite autograph. You can see the fan favorite designation in the upper left-hand corner with the certified autograph logo on it, stamped logo on it. So that is one thing that I really like that they do in archives, is having the stamped archives designation in the upper left-hand corner. And usually most of the autographs that you're going to get in the archive set are going to be on-card autos, as this Hanley Ramirez is on the fan favorite autograph. Displaying a stamped fan favorite logo, the feature design includes 1956, 1967, 1984, and 2011. And this is a really cool 1984 design superfractor, it looks like, of Luis Angel Acuna. It does have the 1 of 1 designation here in the bottom corner, and that is one thing that is really nice that they actually do have in the archive set. Even the logo, stamped logo on it, it is actually gold to match the border on this particular card. An absolutely stunning card there. And I actually do like the 1984 set design with the picture insert in the bottom left-hand corner. That is one thing that is very unique to that particular set. There are also signed inserts such as 1964 Topps stand-ups autographs. And I will let you know that each one of the 3 different insert sets that are in 2025 Topps Archives all do have a chance of you guys pulling a autograph insert out of archives this year. And that is one thing that they do really well, again, is having the inserts being autographed as well. And this is a really nice on-card auto at Chan Ho Park. this would be a really good card to get, as would be any of the insert autograph cards. They are super, super rare to pull. So if you do actually pull an insert autograph, consider yourself very lucky for sure. Another signed edition is available in the 1987 Topps Boardwalk and Baseball autograph. And again, this is another insert set this year in 2025 Topps Archives, and this is a gold. It looks like numbered to 50 of Jazz Chisholm. And there's the usual Jazz Chisholm signature on the front of the card. Fans can also go directly to the source with Topps original buyback autographs. Not exactly sure what that is. Maybe it is going to be an original Topps cards with the buyback autograph. We'll take a look at that once we get to the actual checklist and kind of look at those original buyback autographs. I got a feeling they're going to be mostly legend cards in these original buyback autographs. As far as the configuration goes, it remains the same as what it has been in previous years, with hobby boxes containing 8 cards per pack, 24 packs per box, and 10 boxes per case. So there is a total of 192 cards in the hobby box, and the blaster box is at 8 cards per pack and 7 packs per box, for a total of 56 cards in a blaster box. I don't currently have a configuration for the Costco bulk packs. I don't have any information on that at all, but we'll just have to wait on those Costco bulk packs. We don't currently have the information on them. We'll just have to wait and see once they actually do hit your local Costco. The 2025 Topps Archives Baseball box break. Hobby boxes are the same as what they have been in the past. There is one slight difference, however. The hobby boxes do contain 2 autograph cards, 8 pink foil board parallels, and 12 inserts. The only difference between this year and last year is that last year they did guarantee you 2 numbered parallels in a hobby box, and they don't have that guarantee this year. So that is one thing that is slightly different and a little bit concerning on top of that. The only guarantee out of the blaster boxes are those 4 black parallels that you're going to be able to get. Last year in the fat packs, they actually did have yellow foil board parallels. I don't know if they're going to have those in the Costco bulk packs this year. Again, we don't have any information on that at all. Now let's roll down to the checklist and see what this checklist is all about. Alrighty guys, I'm taking a look at the base checklist. The base checklist is comprised of a total of 300 cards, and there is 100 cards in each one of the 3 different set designs in Archives. In each one of the 3 different set designs are going to be comprised mostly of the top players in the game today, as well as legendary players from the past. So for example, in the 1964 set design, it is headlined by Tariq Skubal and other great players that are currently on rosters today, including guys like Jackson Merrill. Shohei Ohtani is, of course, card number 17 to match his jersey number in this set. Ivan Rodriguez is in here. Derek Jeter is in here. Evan Carter's in here. Paul Skeens is in here, as well as Bo Jackson, Jason Dominguez, Jose Altuve. Trey Turner is in here. Mark Vientos, Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod, Logan O'Hoppe, Byron Buxton, Nick York, Jonathan India, Ronald Acuna Jr., Caleb Durbin, and rounding out the 1964 set design is card number 100, Giancarlo Stanton. And looking at the 1996 set design, again, it is comprised of 100 cards. Some of the highlights in the 1996 set design includes guys like Johnny Bench, Gunnar Henderson, David Ortiz is in here, Hank Aaron, Luke Kershaw, Ernie Banks, Connor Norby. Don't know why I tossed out Connor Norby. It just kind of popped in my head when I saw it. Max Fried. Babe Ruth is in the 1996 set design. Tom Seaver. Shea Langoliers is in here. Jacob Wilson is in here. Julio is in here. Adrian Beltre. Kyle Schwarber. Cam Smith. Chase Dollander. Ernie Banks. Joey Votto. Freddie Freeman. And Christian Yelich. Roque Sasaki and Aaron Judge round out the 1996 set design, with Aaron Judge being card number 199 and Roque Sasaki being the last card in the set at number 200. The 2005 set design is highlighted by some of my favorite twins for sure, including Tony Oliva, Rod Carew, Royce Lewis, Luis Aparicio, not a twin, but still a great Hall of Famer. So Sandy Koufax is in here. Nick Kurtz is in here. Barry Larkin is in here. Oral Hershiser, Mickey Mantle, Cal Riley, Cal Ripken Jr., George Brett, Ted Williams, Ricky Henderson, Pete Crow Armstrong is in here. Kyle Yastrzemski is in here. Nolan Ryan, Jackson Jobe, Ellie De La Cruz, Mike Schmidt, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and Junior Caminero, and finally Eddie Murray, Ryan Sandberg, and Dylan Cruz round out the 2005 set design. And I think that's probably my favorite set design, because this 2005 set design looks to be pretty loaded with some really good Hall of Famers and legendary players, as well as some of the top players in the game today. So that would be my favorite cards to pull. The image variation checklist is a total of 50 cards, and the pack odds for the image variation, I'll go into those a little bit, but they're actually pretty rare. 1 in every 291 hobby packs and 1 in every 1,009 blaster packs. So that is a pretty rare pull to pull one of these image variation cards. However, if you pull an image variation of Shohei Ohtani or Derek Jeter or Bo Jackson or Paul Skeens or any one of these players, it is really going to be a major hit for sure, and would be a really, really good pull. And that's one thing I do like about the image variation, is that they do highlight not only the top players in the game today, but also the top players that have ever played the game. So you do have guys like Ken Griffey Jr. in here, Bo Jackson and Derek Jeter, Chipper Jones, Hank Aaron, Ichiro, and Jackie Robinson. So definitely some legendary, great Hall of Famers, as well as the top players in the game today in the image variation cards. In the 1996 image variation, you get guys like Gunnar Henderson, Jackie Robinson, Ichiro, Cam Smith, Chase Dollander, and Albert Pujols, as well as Aaron Judge and Roque Sasaki. Finally, the 2005 image variation cards are going to be comprised of guys like Nick Kurtz, Honus Wagner, Cal Ripken, Marcelo Meyer, Mickey Mantle. Brooks Lee has one in here, so shout out to Brooks Lee. Ellie De La Cruz, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, sorry about that. And finally, Dylan Cruz rounds out the image variation checklist. Alrighty guys, and taking a look at the autograph checklist. If you watched my video from a couple of days ago, breaking down the autographs for the 2025 Topps Chrome update, I did bring up some pretty major concerns as far as that autograph checklist, and we have the same concerns here. The fan favorite autograph checklist is the base autograph checklist for archives. So in the 2 autograph cards that you get out of the hobby boxes, most of those autographs are going to come from this fan favorite autograph checklist. They aren't necessarily going to be insert autograph cards or any of the other rare autograph cards that you can actually pull, such as the 1984 set design that we looked at earlier of Luis Angel Acuna. Those are extremely rare pulls. So my concern when I look at these autograph checklists is it doesn't have any of the top players or veteran players listed on these particular checklists. As I look at the 1956 fan favorite autograph checklist, there isn't anybody of any note on this checklist at all. Maybe Kobe Mayo would be the best one, but Andres Galarraga, as far as being the best vet, you aren't going to get guys like Nolan Ryan in this autograph set, or guys like Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, Bryce Harper, Ronald Acuna Jr., Cal Riley isn't going to have an autograph card in here. So that is really, really concerning, and that really is something that you should take into consideration when you go out and buy that hobby box. Just know that you're not going to get any great autograph cards out of those hobby boxes at all. The chances of you actually pulling a really good autograph card out of them are extremely, extremely rare. There is a few exceptions, because there is some fairly decent ones. I mean, Ben Rice in the 1967 fan autograph checklist would be a really decent autograph card to get, but that is about it for the 1967 autograph checklist. I do take it back a little bit. There is Nick Kurtz in here, but again, they don't have Drake Baldwin in here. Luke Keoshaw doesn't have an autograph card in here, as well as most of the other top rookies. They do throw 1 or 2 decent rookie cards in here. Cam Smith, for example, has an autograph card in here, but it is really rare that you're actually going to pull a fairly decent autograph card out of any of those hobby boxes at all from the base autograph checklist. In the 1984 set design, I mean, do you really want an autograph card of Billy Ripken just because he has the F face bat knob thing from 1988 Fleer? I mean, that really doesn't constitute him having an autograph card in the set in my mind. I mean, he wasn't even he was pretty much a utility player most of his life, other than being the son of Cal Ripken and the brother of Cal Ripken Jr., and that was kind of his claim to fame. But in the 1984 set design, some decent ones in here. Maybe Christian Campbell, Robin Ventura, Stephen Kwan is a decent one, but that is pretty much it of any sort of a decent autograph card in the 1984 set design, and there isn't really anybody of note having autograph cards in the 2011 set design. Kevin Alcantara, I suppose, maybe Griffin Conine, Raleigh Fingers, Spencer Schwellenbach, I don't know. Not much, guys. I mean, so I went going by hobby boxes and getting all excited about having 2 autographs. I mean, Topps really hypes that up as far as being the major buying point of buying these hobby boxes, but don't expect to get any decent autograph cards at all out of those hobby boxes on the base autos. So that is my opinion on the base autograph cards. I'm just really concerned with the fact that Topps isn't putting any of the best players in the game today or any of the major top rookies in the set today having autograph cards in the base autograph set. Hopefully they fix that going forward. I doubt it though. I think that they're just using these base autograph cards as a way to try and get you guys to entice you guys to buy the hobby boxes. You can pull some decent autograph cards out of like the stand-up autographs because they are extremely rare pulls. 1 in every 452 hobby packs and 1 in every 3,014 blaster box packs. So that is what I'm saying. The chances of you pulling an actually decent autograph card out of any of the sets recently is extremely, extremely rare. But this autograph set is absolutely loaded with Aaron Judge leading it off. You got Barry Bonds in here, Bobby Witt Jr., Chipper Jones, Dylan Cruz, Derek Jeter, Don Mattingly, Jackson Chourio, Jackson Holiday, Jackson Merrill, Paul Skeens, Rod Carew, Roque Suzaki, Wade Boggs, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. I mean, that is just an absolutely loaded autograph checklist, and it's too bad that they don't take these players and move some of them anyways into the base autograph set. Really, really frustrating. And my biggest concern, I mean, when was the last time you actually pulled a decent autograph card out of any of the Topps products in the last year or so? For me, it has been none. I haven't pulled any decent autograph card in quite some time. Mostly it's just the end of the bench relief pitchers is pretty much all you generally get. Anyways, I'm done with that rant. Let's move on. Some other autograph checklists in here are the Boardwalk and Baseball autographs. Again, extremely rare pulls, 1 in 181 hobby packs and 1 in every 1,206 blaster packs. Again, an absolutely stacked checklist for sure, with guys like Ellie De La Cruz and Fred McGriff, Jeff Bagwell, Jacob Wilson, James Wood, Mike Trout, Pete Alonso, Roque Suzaki, Randy Johnson, Torrey Hunter, and Will Clark. The Cyber Stats is a total of 27 cards, and again, pretty loaded here. 1 in 147 hobby packs, 1 in 980 blaster packs, led off by Aaron Jones. Other great players that you can get in this particular insert autograph set is Barry Larkin. Fergie Jenkins would be a really good one. Jason Dominguez, Joe Carter, Gunnar Henderson, Larry Walker, Ken Griffey Jr., Matt Shaw, Paul O'Neill, Rafael Furcal. Why does he have a card in here? I got no idea. Shohei Ohtani has an autograph card in the CyberStats set, as well as Wyatt Langford. The stand-up checklist is actually pretty loaded. Aaron Judge is in here, Roque Suzaki, Dylan Cruz, James Wood, Shohei Ohtani, Cam Smith, Marcelo Meyer, and Nick Kurtz. Most of the players that are on the stand-up checklist are also on the Boardwalk and Baseball checklist. So this includes James Wood, Dylan Cruz, Julio Rodriguez, Ellie De La Cruz again, Jackson Chourio, Paul Skeens, and Matt Shaw rounds it out. The 1995 CyberStats checklist is also pretty loaded with Shohei, Freddie Freeman, Ellie De La Cruz again, Tariq Skubal, Carlos Correa, Vladdy, and Ronald Cunha rounds out that particular set. Finally, the 2007 All-Star checklist is also pretty stacked. We did see Shohei Ohtani All-Star card earlier, but of course his card is number 1 in the set. We do also have guys like Justin Verlander, Max Scherzer, Bryce Harper, Mookie Betts, Aaron Judge, Ted Williams, Julio, Willie Mays, Cal Ripken Jr., Ellie De La Cruz, Carl Yastrzemski, and Paul Skeens rounds out the All-Star set. So that is a look at the checklist for 2025 Topps Archives. Let's just roll over to the checklist real quick and do a brief look at that. I don't want to keep you guys too long, but I did spend some time putting this checklist together, so I wanted to go over with you guys briefly just to give you guys a look at what the pack odd differences are between 2024 archives and 2025 archives. As I mentioned earlier, as you can see here on the top of the checklist, I'll blow this up here a little bit for you, but the configuration remains the same as what it was last year, with the 24 packs per box and 8 cards per pack in the hobby, and 7 packs per box, 8 cards per pack in the blaster box. So that is the same. Price is the same, $130 for the hobby and $25 for a blaster. The cost per card, of course, remains the same. So that's why everything is white on the top of the spreadsheet, as there isn't any differences from one year to the next. However, as we roll down to the actual parallels and the chances of you guys pulling a number parallel to 2025 Topps Archives compared to 2024, you can see the 2024 side over here on the left is all green, which means that the pack odds last year are significantly lower than what they are this year, and it is actually pretty staggering on some of these inserts. For example, the rainbow insert last year, 1 in every 33 hobby packs, and this year it's 1 in every 97, so 3 times more difficult this year than what it was last year. The blasters, 1 in 85 last year, and a whopping 1 in 419 this year. So what does that tell you guys? I would think it would tell you guys that there is a pretty high print run for archives this year compared to last year. I don't know if it's just because they got rid of those collector tins or what exactly the reasoning is, but the print run seems pretty high for sure on this particular product. And looking at some of the others, major inserts this year, or major parallels, the greens are going from 1 in 80 hobby boxes up to 1 in 145, 1 in 163 blasters up to 1 in 630. I mean, that's absolutely nuts. The aquas are going up significantly as well. I'm not going to read off every one of these, but you guys can see here that the pack odds for particularly the blaster boxes are significantly worse than what it was last year. I mean, the aquas going from 1 in every 215 blaster packs last year to 1 in 832 this year. Nuts. I mean, that is 4 times worse this year than what it was last year. Even the Red Hots going from 1 in 322 up to 1 in every 1,247 this year. And the Red Hot parallels in the hobby boxes going from 1 in 159 packs up to 1 in every 287. Even the blues and the oranges are hobby exclusive inserts or parallels in this particular set. But look at the blues, 1 in 107 last year up to 1 in 315 this year. And the oranges 1 in 179 up to 1 in 574. I mean, this is a pretty consistent theme that we've seen with every release this year. The pack odds going up significantly more this year than what it was last year, but it has never been this drastic from one year to the next. Usually it does go up in previous releases, generally about a third or maybe about a half, but to see it go up 4 and 5 times year over year in the pack odds, I mean, that's pretty crazy, to be honest with you. That's unexplainable for sure, and I don't know what Topps is doing. I mean, even the foil fractors, 1 in every 16,472 last year up to 1 in every 57,713 this year. I mean, that's just nuts. The image variations going from 1 in 97 last year to 1 in every 291, and the blaster boxes 1 in 113 up to 1 in every 1,009 blaster packs. 10 times worse than what it was last year. 9 times worse, let's say, than what it was last year. Not good, guys. Not good at all. Even the fan favorite autograph cards, 1 in 29 hobby packs last year up to 1 in 72. Hobby box or blaster packs were 1 in 156 last year to 1 in every 542. So I wouldn't necessarily plan on pulling any sort of an autograph card out of the archive sets this year at all. So yeah, that's pretty staggering, guys. Let me know down in the comment section what you think of these differences from this year to last year. Kind of makes you want to steer away from the product, actually, because the chances of pulling a decent hit out of either the hobby boxes or the blaster boxes are going to be pretty substantial. We'll just have to see, because we've been surprised in the past. We'll just have to kind of watch it and see if these numbers actually hold true as we actually get into this product this coming Friday. Finally, guys, as far as the inserts go, the pack odds for the inserts remain the same this year as what it was last year. You will get a total of 12 inserts, 3 of each inserts in a hobby box, and generally get 1 of each insert in a blaster box. So you should get 4 inserts in a blaster box, 1 of each one of the different inserts, and you should get 3 of each one of the inserts in a hobby box. The fat packs, or the Costco packs, look to be the 1 in every 4 Costco bulk packs. I don't know if that is the same this year as it was last year. I just threw that in here because I would assume it is going to be the same as what it was in the fat packs last year. So the inserts are going to be pretty common pulls. They don't have any major hit in inserts and archives. They don't have anything, like I said earlier, of home field advantage or heavy lumbers or anything like that in archives, but they do stick with just the 4 base insert sets in the set. So guys, I think that's about it as far as all I got for you regarding 2025 Topps Archives Baseball. I know that this probably ran a little bit long, but I definitely appreciate you guys sticking through it, because it is really good information if you're interested in buying archives this coming Friday. Hopefully this provided to you guys the information that you guys needed to make a educated decision about what you want to do this coming Friday as far as how much product you guys want to pick up. So guys, that's about all I got for you guys tonight. Definitely appreciate you guys sticking around and checking this out. I know it ran a little bit long, but I did want to give you guys all the information that you guys needed to make an educated decision about what you guys want to do when you guys go and buy this product this coming Friday. For me, I'm really concerned about these pack odds on the number parallels, and that is probably the reason why they did change up the number parallels guaranteed this year over last year. Last year we did get those 2 guaranteed number parallels in the hobby box. You are not guaranteed to get any sort of a number parallel in hobby boxes this year, and that is really, really concerning and kind of steers me away from buying any sort of hobby boxes of this particular product. I mean, I'll pick up a blaster box or 2 just to rip on the channel, but so that will be about it for me for archives this year. With all the other releases that are coming out right now, it is really hard for me to justify spending a bunch of money on archives, because it isn't exactly the best product that is out there or going to be out there this buying season for sure. So thanks guys for checking this out. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit that like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate that. It's your best way to show your support for everything that we got going on here on the K-Cards channel. And thanks again to all my OG subscribers. I appreciate you guys every day and your continued support again for everything we do on the channel as well. Be safe out there, guys, and happy collecting. We'll talk to you guys in the coming days with more new release previews in the near future. Thanks, guys. Hopefully you guys do well with archives this year, and I appreciate you guys checking this out. We'll see ya.